Hi guys, starting off with the login on the 14th, and we got the ISO 8s, and yes, I do need to mute the music and sound effects. Alright, cool. So that's obviously, if you want to just do that, it's that little scrolling wheel on the top right, and it's the settings button. Usually the settings button's the same in almost everything in technology, so the options there for music and sound effects. Anyway, so let's go with the events, and we're going to finish off the 3 if possible. Yes, I can do 3. As you know, we've got 1, 2. Okay, I can do these 2, and I think that's where we're at. Even if we're not, I hope through the your own experience you can understand how to do it. And we're going to verse these characters you can see on the screen, and it's the ones with purple rings. And then finally the same again, we've got Doctor Doom, which is going to be the issue. Multiple Man, I don't know why I keep thinking in my head just call him Population Man, but whatever, as in because it's just a silly name. Anyway, let's just get into it. So let's do the fight. Okay. Clearing my throat. Jericho, what have you found that could help connect the dots? Something the Wakandans found after we repelled an attack from a possessed Silver Surfer. Scans discovered this unique energy signature left by the demon, which was traced back to this realm. I know this energy. It's almost a psychic scar. ... This might be the information that I'd be missing. Exclamation point. Yep, I had 1 or 2 words. Oh, we got Red Eye Wolverine, meaning he's obviously the evil version. To be honest, he's got a bit of white in there. Whatever. That ain't nothing compared to the scars my claws are about to leave behind, bub. Alright, so we got this cosmic team, and yep, sticking to it. Yeah, no changes, no problem with that. So let's get it on. So life's crazy, but you gotta enjoy it. Good and bad, keep walking through, do what you gotta do. Anyway, tap that to speed 3. That's obviously happened because obviously you gotta refresh the page or whenever you start on new. Yeah, Mega Red, here's the tactic. Definitely get him first, especially if you've got Loki with the defense down. When you do defense down, what happens is, basically this is on Loki's attack. The characters on the opposition actually double the damage with him because it's part of the effect. But Mega Red, get him out of the way first. Now we got to get Silver Samurai. Yep. And if you didn't understand what I just said, it's Silver Samurai. Silver Samurai. Okay, let's just do these attacks. We got 6 left. Anyway, just protection. Not that we need it because we're doing good. And plus we've got full fortified health. And we've got everybody more to give us more health. Just hide the team. Hide your kids, hide your wife. Remember that? If anyone understands that. That's from a very old meme. Very old meme. Alright, so cool. A very old meme on YouTube, and it got millions of views. People remix anything and everything these days. Well, back then they did. Anyway, this energy is a unique combination of science and magic. Last time I encountered it, someone was using it to try and conquer Limbo. Dr. Doom. He must be operating out of his castle. That's where we end this. Alright, so we're going to find... Oh, that's why. So we got Dr. Doom on the next part, and obviously you have to get 3 stars. And if you can't, you have to do it, repeat, so you can get auto wins. Auto wins is only on 3 stars. Let's get the final mission out the way. Luckily we got 20 energy for this, and we got 35, so we'll be fine. Let's get it done. Castle Doom. ... Doom. Dr. Voodoo is here to end your reign of terror. Did he just not call him a doctor because he's a doctor in his mind, and he's actually not putting him on the same scale? I don't know, but he's probably gel. lot of hair gel.
I see you've managed to resist the call of my demons. Drum. Not to worry. My work is nearly complete. Complete. All the demonic forces of this realm will be mine to control. Nearly perfected is my ability to rend the mind from the body.
Everybody.
And to seize control of any living being across the multiverse. I'm going to enjoy adding a sorcerer as powerful as you to my ranks.
He's acknowledging him. Okay, it's crazy stuff. Also, I don't know why I didn't start the video with this, which was in my mind. But unfortunately, I wasn't able to do a video yesterday. But I watched The Batman. The Batman. I will say that again. The Batman. Okay, anyway, you have to get Dr. Doom. Defense down on him. He is the most important one to get. If you don't, you will be screwed. Okay, again, I'm doing this for the first time. But you kind of just know where it's going to go. Okay, anyway, I watched The Batman, the one with Robert Pattinson. And as it's not a big enough channel yet, as of this recording, I can do my spoilers. And if you just think, hey, whoa, don't tell me, skip this video, but like my channel, share my channel, subscribe to my channel. You've been warned. The Batman is an amazing film. Now, obviously, naturally, we will compare it to other films based on Batman. Sorry, middle of a bit there. A lot of things that I saw in that film, and I like to watch things to see, oh, what's the Easter egg here, what's going on here, look in the background, what's going on there. Now, with Colin Farrell playing the Penguin, which I thought was great, by the way, really good prosthetics on him. With him, there was a scene, this is a bit random, I'm just going to go to random order, whatever's in my head. There was a scene where he gets captured by Batman and Officer Gordon, who kind of looks like Neil deGrasse Tyson in the film, and it's just a funny thing because they look similar, but it isn't. Oh, okay, I'll go into that in a second. It's over, Doom. You have lost.
This is but an inconsequential setback for Doom. We will meet again, Drum Zone.
Until then, the shadow you've cast shall be purged forever. Your work shall never be used again to hurt another. Wait a minute. That doesn't make sense. It's a bit of a hypocritical sentence. He goes, until then, meaning up until that time, and then we'll be purged forever. Forever is forever. What the hell?
Whatever you did worked to Drum. Doom's demons. You all have scampered back to where they belong.
And business
is ready to resume for the heroes. Fire. My head's on fire.
The Dark Hunters have much business to attend to ourselves, for the supernatural threats do not rest. But we shall first celebrate this victory when I return. Right, so in the film, the part where Officer Gordon and Batman, oh, by the way, that's 5 shots for Voodoo, I might be able to recruit him actually. Let's just find out. Okay, but between that and that point, I'm just going to auto-win that and take into account, go to the supplies. There's only 15 minutes left. Double check everything. Nothing interesting. You get to the point where you kind of can scan through. Yep, is there anything interesting? Yep. Approximate midnight. I don't need them anymore because obviously I've got it maxed out a while back. Yeah, I think I went through these before. Just finally, for now, I can get Kestrel 7 stars, Adam Warlock 6 stars, but just because they're not, I don't know, I don't have enough shards for them to be leveled up, and I don't want to go from a 5 silver promotion to a gold star credits, and I'll explain that further. Go to the elite stores. You can ignore the first one, that's dark promotion credits, hence why it's black, and then red with the star, and these ones are silvers, because up to 5 stars, 1 0 to 5 stars, anything for a regular character is going to use silver promotion credits. The first one that doesn't is Dark Promotions, and that's Ultron, Ultimus, and Doctor Doom. And eventually it's going to be the same for Dormammu. But that's obviously when you get him. That's a different ball game. But we will get there. When it comes to the silver promotion credits, anything up to 5 stars uses a certain amount of silver promotion credits. From 6 to 7, just gold. For 6, it's 100, and for 7, it's 150. Now, taking that into account, Kestrel is a character I would get to 150 using 150 gold credits, because I do think she's an amazing character. But by the time I get her to that level, will she still be worth it? That's the question, which I cannot answer right now, because I've got her at 28 shards, and I've got a handful of shards to get more. And by that time, because you can't get it through a campaign, you can't get it through anything else except for, if you press find on her, premium orb, and I've got 2. Let's open them. Yep. Okay, so not there for that. So yeah, just take those things into account. Okay, when it came to Penguin getting captured by Officer Gordon and Robert Pattinson's Batman, they cuffed him with some sort of it weren't like the regular handcuff type of things, but they cuffed his legs and his arms. And I've not come across anyone, or even verbal conversations, nothing on the internet, but I just thought that made him waddle like a penguin. And I thought that's actually kind of funny, because he's struggling to walk and a penguin looks like a man wearing a tuxedo, and just going whack, 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 like Pingu style. Anyone who knows Pingu, you're a legend. And yeah, so I think that was just a little small thing. And it wasn't a major thing, it was just something that I just noticed. Oh, quickly got to get Mega Red. Level 80, yeah, just do straight to 80. Now, as he's a legendary character, I also need to take into account, by the way, I might as well add that. Yep, so now he's 113 strong. I just need to go to the homepage. Now remember, he's tier 14 right now, and he's level 80. That's quite strong. Oh, sorry, that was it. Legendary. If I go to the homepage, I'm still doing the Dark Dimension. And this will be for my 6th attempt of my overall completed ones. I've got these three left, and they're all legendaries. Now, the good thing is, when I get him to level tier 15, I've got 3 characters here. I've got 5 characters there. Total of 8. 5 plus 3, 8. Omega Red is going to be a legendary added to this. Now what's going to happen is, when he does get to tier 15, he will be added, but in just a moment. Yeah, I'm not going to do it for Omega Red as of this moment, because obviously there's a bit of time to do it, and I go to milestone 15, which is perfect. I'm on the right spot. And I will get into tier 15, but let's just check how many training modules I have got. Okay, because I need some of these training modules, I will go for it. So if I just go, just for now, I wouldn't normally do this, but I do need to at the same time. Equip all. 200,000, I'm just about 40 odd grand off. So that's upgraded. He's tier 15. He's a lot stronger, and let's just see what else we can equip. Let's go back. Yeah, everything's starting to use, yeah, the teals. Okay, I will equip this one. High roller, milestone going up. I'll equip that one, because he's a legendary. I want him to be strong, and everything else is going to be teal. So yeah, that makes sense. And then finally, just double check. That's cool. The only thing I'm going to do remaining for this character is get him 5 levels higher. Max these out, but I have to wait for that to happen. Go back to the home page and milestones. Press this, claim that. I've got 3 training modules. I can't believe I'm so low on the modules, but now at least I've got those 3. Purple ones are decent, and yeah, okay. Anyway, Zoe Kravitz is the actress who played Catwoman. She's, okay. So I actually found out that she's actually Lenny Kravitz's daughter, which is crazy. I was like, So that was that. And, yeah, wicked Catwoman. And that's a massive understatement. Really good in the film. I think the film was quite realistic as well, in a sense. Like, Batman wasn't like. Obviously, Batman's, he's the most intellectual character. I know it's DC, so I know it kind of doesn't go with this Marvel game, but I just love, Marvel, comic type kind of things, like films, mostly films, really. I don't have any comic books. I'm not that kind of, that kind of person, but it's all about the games. And when I say the games, I'm about this particular game. And when it comes to the films, big on these films. If a film's crap, if it's rubbish, I will say it. I'll give you an example of one. Justice League, more like just go away, don't touch me. Not in that league. It's just a rubbish film. And what other one was Batman versus Superman? Honestly, I should have directed it. I know how to make that much better. I can't believe that Batman versus Superman. I still can't even put my head into it. Like, it doesn't make any sense. That why would Batman, who sees this alien ship doing its machine thing, that terraforming thing, whatever it was supposed to be doing, and yeah. Oh man, did I miss this event? Oh god, I've been that busy. Okay, I've missed this twice now. I've been really busy. Not the best feeling. Cool. Yeah, and then there was a scene where Batman, played by Ben Affleck, he was good, but just not the right directing. Yeah, for the films. Massive shame. But there was one where Ben Affleck, he goes to a car, and it's a Mini. I can't remember which one it is. Probably a Countryman. Whatever the car's called. I'm not big on my cars, but honestly, why was he doing that? Like, there's a big thing, and you just think, out of all people, Batman, who's got like a Batmobile, he's got like, access to helicopters, all sorts of things, and he's the individual. Just, this is Blitz, by the way. Just quickly get onto it. I want to do more talking about the film, and it's crazy to think that he goes into a Mini, and there's nothing wrong with the car, but you just don't expect Batman to be in it, and then you're just driving around, and you just think, what are these people on? Honestly, even there was a scene where in the same film, if it was not that one, it was probably in the Justice League one, but it's definitely a Zack Snyder film, probably edited by Joss Whedon. I think that was just butchered on purpose, but there was a scene where, when it opens up in the middle of an ocean, Atlantic Ocean or something, Indian Ocean, I don't know, some ocean, and then on the description it says somewhere in whatever ocean. Let's just go with the Indian Ocean for now. Somewhere in the Indian Ocean. Well, that's obvious. It's going to be somewhere in the middle of an ocean. It's just little things like that. They had no editing team. Honestly, if they just gave me an hour, I would have deleted the whole film and redone the film all by myself. I would act the whole thing. I do the voice acting. I'd do that. I do. I direct that film better than it was. So, yeah. But for a DC film, going back to The Batman, the fact that it's an independent film, there's no relation to any of the Batman films, as of this moment in time, I think it's a great film. I'm a massive fan of the Christian Bale trilogy. I love it. That's one of my favorite trilogies of all time. And I'm hoping that Robert Pattinson, who did play a good role in, Batman. I'm slightly biased, don't get me wrong, but if it was rubbish, that I would say. The good thing about this Batman was when he got hit, it wasn't just like, yeah, he's a superhero, he's got perfect landing or anything. There was a part where there was a parachute and it hits a bridge, and it made him fumble, and then he just kept rolling over. But it looked realistic enough that you think, all right, that's a realistic getaway. It's not the best landing or whatever, but at least it's not making him out to be like an ultimate superhero where he can't do things. He still gets up and he does these things, and that's why I love Batman, because he doesn't rely on superpowers. He relies on his, everything, his brain, his associates like Alfred, the people he trusts around him, his intellect, his resources, lots of things. I don't know if I just said one thing twice, but yeah. So That was great. And also, there's not many films with many villains at once. Like Spider-Man No Way Home, that had multiple villains. Obviously, that's a completely different ball game. But it's also got a few characters to verse with. So, Spider-Man has a team, and also he had both Spider-Man, Tobey Maguire, Andrew Garfield, and obviously Tom Holland in the latest rendition playing Spider-Man, and it had a team. Whereas Batman, by himself, yes, as a main character, he had Catwoman. She's not the villain; she's like an anti-villain. But they had Penguin in there. They had Falcone. I don't know if Maroni was involved. I can't remember that. But the Riddler. Oh my god, that was an amazing Riddler. I've never seen that actor before. I don't know who he is, but the fact that I don't even know who he is and he had that psychotic look was quite perfect because it kind of just made you think that's a great role by someone you don't know. Well, or at least I didn't know. It went like a famous actor taking the role and just doing their version. And even if it was, it's not like as if. Oh, sorry, I need to claim that reward. It's not like as if there was like, oh, it's that actor. You focused on, oh, it's that actor, and you thought about their films. You just had in my opinion, a fresh actor from scratch. Not much of a film's history. I don't know who he is, so I'm unaware. But it's quite nice to have that feeling of like, who is that? What is that about? It just kept giving that riddling mindset. So it's pretty cool. I watched it. Bit of violence though. I don't know if it's just me, but I did Google what age is it for, and the fact that it's for 12A, it's a 12AA for adults. I don't know how that's a 12A film, but yeah, if you're young, I wouldn't recommend watching that. But apparently for 12A, it makes no sense to me. But lots of violent scenes in the film. But the film, I'm old enough to watch all of these films. But for the film itself, it's a really good film. I'd 100% I'm going to watch that again. It's going to be in my regular watch list. Yeah, and it's a shame that Batman's DC. Obviously, it makes it different. So at least I've got a bit of a mix in films. But he's my favorite. He's my favorite superhero, and that goes to show like I'm a massive Marvel fan, and he's not even on this list because obviously he's DC. But Batman, and the best part is one of my favorite characters in this entire thing from the MCU point of view. Obviously, it might change to a point. Is Captain America. And the reason for that is because Chris Evans plays a perfect role for him. He just seems like a great guy, person. Like he seems like a great person outside of the films and in the movies. You see his aura is quite genuine, and it goes with the character. And there's some parts I think, he's a person that I actually think would be, would make the world a better place. And again, that's obviously mega opinionated. People might say Team Iron Man, whatever they want to say. That's your choice. He's a great character. Robert Downey Jr. is probably the second best actor to play a role specific to them. Number one is Hugh Jackman for Wolverine. Hugh Jackman for Wolverine is literally the same person. No actor has played, in my opinion, a better role for a character than Hugh Jackman did to Wolverine. The second best is probably, and it's not like as if it's a massive debate, I would actually think, you got a good point, Robert Downey Jr. for Iron Man. No question. Robert Downey Jr. for Iron Man is practically perfect. But that just goes to show, like, if he's practically perfect as in Iron Man, Hugh Jackman is just better. Like, that, whoa. The next nearest perfect character playing the perfect person for themselves in the film is, in my opinion, Deadpool by Ryan Reynolds. Ryan Reynolds is a funny guy, great guy, and so is, did I say Ryan Reynolds? But yeah, so is Deadpool. Deadpool and Ryan Reynolds do fit like a glove. After that, it's probably Captain America as Chris Evans in Iron Man. Chris Evans as Captain America. He played good as, he also played a character, but this is the very old ones, where he actually played Where is he? Where is he? There we go. That's him. Chris Evans played Human Torch in the very old Fantastic Four, very old one. And he actually played him quite good, but obviously, you know, that was when films were a bit more comical kind of things. But there we are. And yeah, like when you see a character that plays the same role, you just think, okay, that's pretty good. Like Vin Diesel plays Groot when it loads. Yeah, that's my Groot, the one with the snow outfit. There's the original one, but you know, I already had that one sorted, so that's all good. If I go roster, I need to go back to the top. I just seen the time, it's just gone over. That's got 5 levels, that's 2.2 million. Yeah, okay, that way at least I can get it all done now. Okay, also, as I forgot to mention, so obviously that's a big power up, 137,000, really strong. What I will do when I get the chance is get Omega Red to 5 red stars, and also I just realised I didn't unlock. Did I? Okay, no, I did. Katie Bishop. Okay, if I go to Dark Dimension, I go to the fight. I can launch, and I've got 2 attacks I can do now, because your minimum requirements are 4 characters in a fight. So if I put 3, this is not going to work. If I press fight, it will say 4 plus characters required. Now I've got 3 here. Add any one, and I've got a full team there again. So I can do 2 attacks. So that's great stuff. And obviously Omega Red is going to be one of the better ones. In this, my opinion, the best ones to do for this set of Dark Dimension is probably going to be this team. That's probably the best one. If you want to replace Ebony Moore, you definitely go for Phoenix. These 4 here aren't as good. But like I said, that is my preferred team to go for with right now. And unfortunately, Magneto is just not strong enough. I don't know why. He's a great character. And Michael Fassbender plays a good Magneto, the young one. Days of Future Past, all that kind of one. And also Sir Ian McKellen plays a great Magneto. Yeah. And yet we got to see Black Bolt come into the MCU. We've got to see Shuri. Shuri's, yeah, she's pretty good. I think it's Letitia Wright. She's good as well. When it comes to Phoenix, my favorite version of Phoenix is not the younger one. It's actually the elder one, played by Famke Janssen, something like that. She's a great Phoenix, like really good. So that's my opinion on that. But yeah, anyways, I want to leave it at that, and I'm just going to call it a night. But anyways, thank you guys for watching. Please share my videos. Please like my videos, and please subscribe to my YouTube channel. Thank you for watching. Over and out. Oh yeah.